Alright guys, so it is Vlogmas day 4. Putting these vlogs up are very hard and interesting. But guess what? I got a box. So, I got my first Christmas gift for myself. So let's open it up and see. Yes, it's early in the morning and they delivered it. Now, these are not in the store where I'm at. And guess where they came from? Boom. They be having some cute stuff. You just gotta, you know, scroll through, find out what's going on with them. Okay, black man, I see you modeling. I don't know who he is, but there he go. Strong face. Let me show y'all the boots. Let's go playing. They had a wrap so cute. They was trying to be cute. Okay, so let me bring y'all down so y'all can see what's going on. Ooh, I'm always touching stuff. All right. Okay, look at that. Now that look really, really cute. Now that look like it's gonna show off. So on this side, on the inner side, it doesn't have anything. On the outside, boom, it got the label. Gas on there. These are like a neutral. I like because everybody's getting the boots now with the chunkiness at the bottom, and it's a different color. And these are a size 8. They were on sale. I got them from Guess, but I ordered them when they were on Cyber Monday. Okay, okay. Nobody wore these, you can tell, because all the packaging is in here. You can tell when somebody wore the shoe and they shipped it to you, the stuff be missing, the packaging. That's not what I want. So let me go ahead and try these on. Now I got my pajamas on, y'all. The mailman ran early. I mean, early this morning. They just like, let me deliver her first birthday gift to her. Thank you. So don't mind my toes, okay? Don't mind my toes right quick, you know. We're gonna try these on. They might be a little ashy, y'all, but don't mind. I'm gonna slide them on in here. Boop. Now, if you got cankles, this ain't for you. If your feet is wide, these ain't for you. If you got narrow feet, these can be for you. If you got an average foot, this can be for you. Because it's like a sock, but it ain't like a sock, okay? Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. I like this. Yep. Give y'all all the thigh. These are so freaking cute. Look at them. Look at them, y'all. So that's the inside, so nobody's gonna see it. But on the outside, baby, they're gonna be like, who is that? Where did you get that from? Where you going? How you doing it? Oh, look at that. Okay, that is really cute. Look at the back. Look at the back, y'all. I might be a little ashy. Forgive me. I like these. That little wide up here, still like my toe is up there, but it's not like all the way up there. And you know, I got like a little bit of a fat foot. So if your foot is wide, these ain't for you. You get a little bit of that leg action. Okay. I will see y'all later on when I get dressed up. I'm not wearing these boots today. I just wanted y'all to know my first birthday gift. So I'll be back and we'll get the day started. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to IndulgewithDimples. So today, we're not exercising. I know, y'all like to see me work. Well, we're not gonna work today. So, I got some things coming up. I've been working, and I just wanna let y'all know. So, I got kinda dazzled, look cute, you know. Don't mind my hair. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna show y'all what's going on, what I made, what other people made, which is my mom, and we just waiting on the folks. So, let's go and do the rundown, y'all. So we have gingerbread cookies, and they're so cute. Everybody gets gingerbread cookies and some candy. We have assorted cakes and pies, okay? I'm not gonna tell y'all what is what because I don't know, but I will tell y'all what was homemade and what was store-bought. So this level was store-bought, okay? Ooh, this level was made. Sweet potato pie. You ain't never had sweet potato pie. You don't know nothing about a sweet potato pie if you ain't had a good one. And this level was made. So this is leftover sweet potato pie pound cake. I made that. And this is a cinnamon roll cake. I made that. Get into it. Ooh, ooh, yes. So, and these are oatmeal cookies. I made them, y'all. You know, I'm just so fantastic when it comes. Y'all know I love baking. If you don't know, you know now. And then we have the dressing. This is coming out soon, a video. Y'all, are y'all ready? Oh, did somebody just bite into that? Macaroni and cheese. This is green beans and potatoes. I have to do the turkey and the ham right there, and that's cranberry sauce. You know, we're not doing a whole lot, but we're doing a whole lot. And then on top of that, let me turn y'all around. We got some homemade rolls over there. They just need to be put in the oven. They was done yesterday. And then pops and all that good stuff is coming along. And what else? Y'all, I'm so bright on here. And I will be back later on once the festivities start and people come, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright guys, today we're going to be making homemade dressing with chicken or turkey, just depending on what you like to put in there. So this is, we're going to call this grandma's recipe, or grandma's dressing. So I'm going to tell you what the things that you need to make this, and then from there we're going to go ahead and mix it up, and I'm going to show you how everything comes together, and at the end we're going to have lovely golden dressing. So today my co-worker is my mother. She's going to be mixing everything up, and I'm going to be talking. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So first thing first, you have to make your cornmeal or cornbread mix, and you just want to buy this. Now I don't know if you buy any other name brand, but this is the name brand we always use. You want to buy this, and you want to actually follow the recipe on the back. So when you go in the store and you pick this up, it has the recipe on the back. You want to follow this as well. You want to make it in a cast iron skillet, because when you get done, you're going to have a bowl full like this. Now, when you get your bowl full, you want to crumble it up. You also want to add about a 1/3 cup of this sage and onion cube stuffing. We get this brand. If you get another brand, I don't know. This brand has all the flavors in there, so you don't have to do too much work, and you want to put a 1/3 of the bag in there. See, we only got a 1/4 left, and we put that in there and we crumble it up. Now, the next important part that you have to do in order to make this a good dressing, you have to make your broth. You do not want to buy broth from the store. You do not want to buy the broth in the can, because it's not going to be the same. In order to have a good broth, you need to get a smoked turkey leg or thigh, and you can use a chicken thigh or chicken legs. It has to have a little fat to it. You want to boil that in a pot. You also want to add a little bit of this seasoning. Again, I'm telling you the seasonings that we use, because guess what? We do flavor over here. So you want to get this, and you want to add about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of this in there, because it's going to be a lot of broth. Again, this is where your flavor is going to come in at from the broth that you made. You do not need to strain it, because the time that you boil it, you let it sit and simmer, you're going to actually use it. So you don't have to strain it to get all the fat, and you're not going to store it. You're going to use it right then and there. And then the flavor from the crumble and the cornbread mixture. And then once you get done, you take your meat out and you just shred it up and you set it aside. Now the last thing you need to do to add flavor to this dressing, you need to cut up celery, probably 2 to 3 sticks. You need to cut up a bell pepper. We did yellow, red, and orange, but it doesn't really matter. You can use whatever color you want, and you need about a half of each one, or you can use 2 big ones, just depending on how you want to cut them or where you find them at. And you also need an onion. You need a yellow onion, not a purple onion, not a sweet onion, not a white onion, a yellow onion, and that's going to give you flavor. Since she's making this big bowl, you need to go ahead and have 2 sticks of butter and 3 eggs. Now, as she's showing you and she's mixing this up, It's about the consistency and what it's supposed to look like as you're cooking it. So make sure you pay attention to how she's mixing it and the consistency every time she shows you when she's mixing it with the spoon and what you need. You don't want it too dry and you do not want it too wet, because too dry means it's not going to taste good and people are going to be like, well, what happened? It's going to taste like dry cornbread. And if it's too wet, well, you know, it's gonna be mushy. It's gonna be nasty. Nobody's gonna want it. So it has to be in the middle of the consistency. And last but not least, you need a little sage. Now, let me tell you about this. If you put too much in there, nobody gonna want your dressing. If you put too little in there, people gonna be like, you're missing something out your dressing. So make sure you are not heavy-handed or too light-handed on the sage. But this is last, and you're not going to put in your eggs until the end, because you can always taste your food before you put eggs in. So we're about to get this started, and hopefully I enjoy this demo. So at this point, after you crumble your dressing and you add your stuffing in there, she's going to add that full container of her celery, her bell pepper, her onions into the mixture. Next, she's going to add half or about a third of the broth that she made and mix it in the mixture. She's going to add one of the sticks of butter into her mixture. And by the way, the butter needs to be softened, so it needs to be sitting out prior to, and your eggs should be sitting out prior to, so they're room temperature. It makes mixing the ingredients easier. Just gonna go ahead and add the rest of her broth in here, or maybe just a little more of that, because you don't want to overdo it, because you see how it's wet, and you don't want to make it too wet, so you just want to add parts and parts in until you get the thickness that you want. I'm gonna add her last stick of butter in. And now, remember the chicken thighs and the smoked turkey that she used, that she shredded earlier. She's now going to add some pieces in there, and make sure as you're adding them in there, they are broken down, because you don't want to give somebody too much of the meat. And so make sure it's incorporated in the mixture evenly, so everybody can get a little piece as they cut into the dressing. And you can use chicken or you can use turkey. I never heard nobody use ham, so if you do that, let me know. Now you're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of sage. You're not gonna go heavy-handed on here. At this time, you're able to taste it if you want. So just see after you sprinkle the sage in there and mix it up, is it the taste that you want? You know when you're ate some real good cornbread or you're ate some real good dressing, it's not overpowering, but it's just like that hint in there. So after you mix it up, you're able to get you another spoon and taste it. And if you feel like you want some more in there, add it. If you feel like you did great, that's good. But start off with a little bit to add more. Never add a lot because you can't take it out. She's adding more sage. Alright, she said that was just enough. See? Little, then keep adding. A lot, you can't take away from this. So now she's going to add 1 egg at a time and stir it up until she has all 3 eggs in there. And clearly you can see she didn't add too much meat, and then she didn't add all her liquid that was in this bowl because she want to make sure it's not over wet or it's not too moist, because then it takes longer for it to cook, and then you have to add more ingredients to make the right consistency. And right now she has the right consistency of what she wants. If she wants to, she can add a little bit more meat, but I think she feel like it's just right. And when she gets done stirring, adding all the eggs in, I'm going to bring the bowl closer so you can see what I'm talking about or what you're looking for when you're making this. Alright guys, so This bowl is pretty heavy. And I just want to let y'all see what I'm talking about. So hopefully you see it's not like too wet, but it's not dry. And the egg is the combining agency. So once you bake it, the egg is going to make sure everything forms and gets into its right place and do what it needs to do. So we're going to take these away. Take them away. Now, she has a cast iron, it's not a skillet, what is this called? My hands is clean, y'all. A dish, casserole dish, duh. So she has a cast iron casserole dish. That is what you want to use. And you can tell this is a pretty big boy, it's heavy, and it's deep dish. So you want to make sure you get a casserole dish that is deep dish. You know, they have shallow ones, but that's not what you want. Because when you put this in here, it's going to rise just a tad bit. It's not going to overflow, but it's going to rise just a tad bit. But again, you don't want it a shallow one and you fill it all the way to the top because it's going to overflow. You want to make sure you leave about 2 or 3 centimeters on top because it is going to rise. So what she's going to do is just get a spatula and she's going to pour this in here evenly. You do not need to butter this spatula, red thing. Yep. You do not need to butter this because it was 2 sticks of butter in here on top of a little bit of fat that came from the broth, homemade broth. So if you butter this, you just add in extra work for yourself because it's going to take longer to cook. So therefore, she's going to go ahead and pour this. Do you need assistance? So you have it. She got it. This ain't nothing new to her. She does this every time, all the time. Boom. You see how perfectly that fit in there? And then you just want to spread it out like she's doing. Ooh, voila. Give it a little shimmy shake. And how long do you cook this? Let me take a picture of it. So she cooks it at what degrees? She cooks it at 350, and the first, I want to say 35 to 40 minutes, you want to put in the oven and do not touch it, let it cook. And then after about 35 to 45 minutes, you want to get like a wooden stool, a stick, or a wooden toothpick, and you want to stick it in there and check. But the main way you know this is almost done if it's golden brown on top, but you still want to get a toothpick and stick it in the middle, and if it comes out clean like you do a cake, you know you're on the perfect path of cooking your dressing. Now if it comes out and it's still sticky, meaning it's moist in the middle, you might want to drop the temperature down to like 3 or 325, and you want to cook it a little longer. So when you drop the temperature down, it's not going to overcook it on top. It's going to cook it from the inside, but slower. So 350, first 35 to 45 minutes, leave it alone. Check it with a toothpick, and then you want to come back and check it out. So when we do that process, I'll come back on camera and show you, and then the end result I will show y'all because we will be eating this today. So I will see y'all in a little bit. Alright guys, we are back with the dressing. So you see how it is golden brown, not dark, crispy. It's a golden brown. This is the color that you want your dressing to be. So the chef is going to show you how to check it, since we already know. You're going to stick the, so this is like a toothpick or like a screwer, a wooden one or whatever. And all you're going to do is just stick it in the thickest part, which is always the middle. You go all the way down to the end and you pull it out. And if, it's not in focus. And if it doesn't come out clean, boom. If it doesn't come out clean like this, then it's not quite done. You want to put it back in there. And that's how you know it's done. So that came out clean, as you see, and she stuck it in the middle part of the dressing, which nobody's going to know. Who's going to know? Nobody. So now she's just going to cut a nice little slice of it. I mean, she's going full throttle. I thought she was going to cut a little piece, but she's going to cut a nice little slice of it right there. Y'all know the corners is always best. And she is going to show y'all what it looks like when she takes this out and put it on the plate. So yeah, y'all, this is simple, easy. A lot of people make cooking dressings so difficult, but it's really not. It's really not. And you see how deep that is, and you see how thick it is, and it's done. That's moist. So I'm just going to show y'all how it looks. Look. That's how it should look. It shouldn't be runny. It shouldn't be dry and crumbly. It should look just like this when you are cooking it. And look at the size. So you can tell this is moist. Let me zoom in for y'all. Look how moist that is. Alright, I already know how this tastes because, you know, I eat it every year around this time. But yeah, just want to let y'all know, and this is what it is. Hopefully you like, subscribe, and you tune in next time, and we will see you with another cooking lesson. Alright guys.